for you?
Definitely. A lot has happened in the past 4 years, but it's exciting.
Yeah.
Should an out-of-form player simply be dropped? Ben Simmons is currently in the worst form of his life, and people are talking about axing him completely from the 76ers. In the end, the question does not matter if the team management decides if Ben has to go, but who do you trade him for? Ben's defense is not the issue, but his shooting is probably the worst it has been in his entire life. If Ben Simmons is leaving, where will he go? The Timberwolves have been mentioned. This is what we could determine. So, will Ben Simmons go to the Timberwolves? But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. A short background on Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is an Australian professional basketball player who has a net worth of $6 million. Simmons was born in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia in July of 1996. He's a 6'10" point guard and forward who played at Montverde Academy in high school, where he was named Mr. Basketball USA, the Gatorade Player of the Year, the Naismith Prep Player of the Year, a McDonald's All-American, and the First Team Parade All-American in 2015. Simmons played his college basketball at LSU, where he was named SEC Freshman of the Year, USBWA National Freshman of the Year, and was First Team All-SEC and a consensus First Team All-American in 2016. He was drafted number 1 overall by the Philadelphia 76ers in the 2016 NBA Draft. Simmons was the NBA Rookie of the Year and an NBA All-Rookie First Team selection in 2018 and was an NBA All-Star in 2019. He moved to the United States in 2013 while he was still in high school. His career decline. On the 23rd of October 2019, in the 2019-20 NBA season opener against division rivals the Boston Celtics, Simmons scored 24 points on 68% shooting and recorded 9 assists and 8 rebounds in a 107-93 win. On the 22nd of November, he went on to record his first triple-double of the season and his 24th of his career after recording 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 13 assists in a 115-104 win over the San Antonio Spurs. His good fortune continued as on December 7th, Simmons scored a career-high 34 points while making 12 out of 14 shots in a 141-94 win over the Cleveland Cavaliers, which included his second NBA career three-pointer. Then on the 23rd of December, Simmons recorded yet another triple-double, this time completing the feat while recording a career-high 17 assists in a win over the Detroit Pistons. Things were going great. Remember, he was the first pick during his NBA draft. Things went well for a while, as on the 20th of January 2020, Simmons scored 34 points and recorded 12 assists and 12 rebounds in a 117-111 win over the Brooklyn Nets. On the 30th of January, it was announced Simmons had been awarded his second All-Star appearance. Simmons was drafted by Team LeBron and went on to score 17 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds in a Team LeBron win. In a 22nd of February game against the Milwaukee Bucks, Simmons left the game in the first quarter with an apparent lower back injury. It was revealed that Simmons had a nerve pinched in his lower back, and then the team listed him as out for an extended period of time. Simmons was sidelined until the NBA returned after pausing play due to the global health situation. Simmons returned to play on the 1st of August of 2020 during the NBA bubble, where he scored 19 points and added 13 assists and 5 rebounds in a loss to the Indiana Pacers. Simmons sat out for the playoffs due to a knee injury, and the 76ers were eliminated 4-0 by the Boston Celtics. Things were not going so great anymore. Still, the following season, Simmons was the 2020 NBA steals leader and named to the All-NBA third team and the NBA All-Defensive first team. People still believed in his abilities. He seemed on track when on the 15th of February 2021, Simmons recorded a double-double with a career-high 42 points and 12 assists in a 134-123 loss to the Utah Jazz. Then, things suddenly started going south for Simmons. During the playoffs, Simmons struggled at the free throw line and became the worst free throw shooter in postseason history with at least 67 attempts, surpassing both Wilt Chamberlain at 38% and Shaquille O'Neal at 37.4%. Following a Game 7 loss in the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Atlanta Hawks, Simmons came under heavy scrutiny due to his inability to shoot and a lack of aggressiveness on offense. Simmons only took 3 field goal attempts in the final quarter, failing to attempt a single shot in the fourth quarter in 5 out of the 7 games. Will Ben Simmons go to the Timberwolves? Fortunately, Ben Simmons may be available this offseason season, and the Minnesota Timberwolves look ready to make an offer. His flaws are clear, but so are his strengths, so there will be multiple wooers, and teams have surely already called. On that front, Darren Wolfson of 5 Eyewitness News and Score North has reported the Minnesota Timberwolves badly want to trade for Simmons. I texted with somebody that knows Ben Simmons incredibly well and has working knowledge of all things NBA, Wolfson said. My text the other day said, "How badly do the Wolves want to trade for Ben Simmons?" This individual sent me a text back. It was one word: badly. Make no mistake, the Wolves have trade interest in Ben Simmons, Wolfson continued. President of Basketball Operations, Gerson Rosas, is going to show, or already has, going back many months, interest in Ben Simmons. The next question is, since they want him so badly, what could the Timberwolves offer for Ben Simmons? Simmons' prowess on the defensive end and the ability to guard multiple positions makes him a great fit for the Timberwolves, who have legitimately been one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA over the last couple of seasons. As mentioned earlier, his attacking play has degraded, but his defensive play has never been better. His ability in transition offensively would also fit nicely on a Minnesota team that played among the 5 highest-paced teams in the league last year. The question is what the Timberwolves would offer for Simmons. Obviously, Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards are unattainable, so the conversation starts with D'Angelo Russell. Not having their first-round pick this year hurts, but Philadelphia surely wants to remain competitive if they move on from Simmons, and thus, they may not be all that interested in draft picks. Russell would be the much-needed offensive creator Simmons is not for the 76ers, but with an obvious major downgrade defensively. Most agree that a one-on-one deal sending Russell to Philadelphia for Simmons works. Minnesota can also match Simmons' salary by offering Malik Beasley and Ricky Rubio. Younger players like Josh Okogie and Jared Culver could be part of an offer from the Timberwolves, as could Jake Layman. If none of those sounds as exciting as the return for Simmons, 76ers president Daryl Morey probably agrees. As an added piece of the equation, Simmons' agent Rich Paul of Clutch Sports surely wouldn't be too keen on his client being traded to Minnesota, but the Timberwolves seem ready to enter the fray, and no team with interest in Simmons can be ruled out at this point. We say the obvious choice for Simmons is to be traded to the Timberwolves. In the end, it benefits both teams, although Philly will lose some on defense. They lose an elite perimeter defender and replace him with a negative defender. And is Russell the level of pick-and-roll, half-court shot creator they need? Is what Russell brings on offense enough to offset what is lost on the other end of the court? Is he dramatically better than someone like Tobias Harris as a shot creator? Never say never, but this is not a trade Daryl Morey would seem to be pushing to get done. Time will tell. What about his part in the Australian national team? Ben Simmons is set to pull out of the Tokyo Olympics after a performance so bad, Shaquille O'Neal said he would have knocked him out, dealing Australia's medal hopes a devastating blow. Ben Simmons is unlikely to play in the Tokyo Olympics for Australia after this terrible performance in the NBA Finals. Simmons, 24, had his NBA season finish in a devastating fashion. It seems like Simmons had a lack of form. These times happen in the lives of most sports stars. It all depends on the ability of Rivers and the rest of his assistants to see if they can help save Simmons' career, or to rather let him go. It may happen that once he is gone, his form returns. Simmons kind of blamed his form on the retractable roof of the stadium. For some reason, the roof influenced his shooting ability, according to him. With the Timberwolves showing an interest in Simmons, the coaching team may now not be called on to fix Simmons' performance issues. Let's hope Russell wants to go to Philly, though. That's it for this video. What do you think about the way Simmons choked under pressure? Feel free to leave us a comment and tell us what you think about the possible trade of Simmons for Russell. Also, a friendly reminder to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Until we see you again, take care.